What's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's your girl Shay. Thank you for hitting the button play. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I got my little mic on. Testing. What's up, Charles? Amy. Looking outside very well. But what's going on, y'all? I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can or not. Probably look a little crazy. But what's going on, y'all? I guess where I am. Your girls on the East Coast again. Okay. I gotta get this money on the East Coast where I can before it starts getting too cold. Okay. And Virginia, we need to talk, ladies. Okay. Y'all need to get y'all some more truck stops. These truck stops are way too far again. Way too far. Y'all can put a microphone. I'm gonna move it up a little closer. Move the mic up a little closer, maybe. Okay. Can hear you bad sound. They say you have a bad sound, Charles. Say you can't hear me. Mic on. I want to kind of let y'all come fast. Y'all be in here. Oh yeah. So guess what? I'm here in USA on the damn load board now, and I got $500 checks this past Friday. Hit it again. $500 in a whole week of running. No breakdowns, no major breakdowns. Guess what happened? I kept having them loads taken off. They kept taking loads off your girl and taking loads off your girl. And then not giving me where the hell the loads went. Couldn't find the loads. Let me tell you, so you gotta come here in USA, you gotta make sure you keep on track of them. So you gotta make sure you write down the load numbers. And I have been writing down the load numbers. I've been 1 or 2 months. I ain't writing the load numbers. You have to hear. The load could be sitting on you for the last 3 days, stuck on your truck. And they'll sit there and say, we don't know that load is. Okay, it's been sitting on my truck for the last 2 days. You just took it off for no reason. I know I got a window on it. You understand? I know I have plenty of time to pick it up. I'm not behind, not on schedule. I have no major breakdown. So what happened to the load? And nobody can tell you. Nobody can tell you what the hell that happened to that load. So now you didn't mess around, you know, fuel your money, right? So imagine how pissed I was to have a whole week. I didn't overfuel. I didn't spend $1,100 on fuel and only did 2 loads. Only 2 different dispatches, and I spent over $1,100. Help me understand that too. They're along my other fees, things that I have to pay for. So I was pissed. I was pissed that should not be happening. As on you ain't got no business taking home $500. Shit, this was a company driver, my y'all. A company driver last week got at least a $900 check, and I took home $500. Five. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It made no sense to me. It makes sense to y'all. It don't to me. Because you don't want to go on. Fuel is high. Fuel is like 250, 260. I think on the West Coast, I think it's like $3 fuel. East Coast is most of right now. I'm in Virginia, stuck at there on ragged ass rich area. Barely got here running out of time. And I hate to come to this end because the shippers are terrible on this end. Shippers and the truck stops are terrible. I'm like one or two of them. Y'all need more. Y'all is there for sure. So y'all put some damn truck stop on this way in Virginia. I was talking to you, Virginia, on, on 95, Virginia. Shit tricky over here. But I messed around and got on the Brunswick Parkway. City is we trying to go on 95 and say second into New York and shit. I said, cool. I'm gonna make it to Clorox. The Clorox is up here in Aberdeen, Maryland, right? And I did my load last night because I messed around on this my exit and messed around and this so tricky on this end. Like that's why I always come to the East End, but I got the money right there. And that shit say big as day, no trucks. Uh, what's up, Decent? That shit say big as day, no trucks. So I fucked around and took a whole other detour. When I was on Highway 15 and 402, if y'all know what that, what that is, and messed around, missed out on time, I could have done my load last night. And I was like, coming to y'all East End, Maryland, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, DC. I know y'all got some money over this way, but I hit all the time, but y'all get on my nerves on this way. One false turn, and your ass get hung up. And I ain't really feeling it really on this side at all. Really crazy. Like I say, no trucks. And it's a Highway 95. But it say no trucks. I almost said fuck with down there. It was about 5 around. Got my truck caught up or something. Probably see my ass on the news. You already see my ass cut up outside of their Walmart, not being able to move because my damn man didn't here. Man, trying to hear that, man. Ain't trying to hear that at all. But yeah, I can't believe that, y'all. The worst shit I ever seen. And I mean, 2 months, $500,000. And they don't make no sense. Spread is popping right now. Spread is totally popping. Yeah, y'all go on. Y'all now take 4 bands over there every year, right? Take all that money. That's coming $500 damn shit. And I'm busting my ass like I ain't been home. I'm about to go home soon. Hopefully I make it home soon. I'm busting my ass like I ain't been home since my vacation. And that's been what since July the 7th. I've been out since then. I've been out all the rest of July and all the rest of August. I haven't seen none of my I need to see. And it's more than 3 months of being there, in USA. They said, well, this is not the low boy supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be having no problems on the damn low boy. Low boy supposed to give me all the money I need. I'm supposed to see my 2,000 a week guaranteed. Right? As long as I'm out here busting my ass. Right? I ain't got time to be worried about this and the other. Got time for me missing loads. Got time for me disappearing. Waiting for a long time to get off over this. We know you're on the East End. Take care of get off over. And y'all, not the week that I'm planning on. I'm supposed to go home this coming Monday. Not the week that I'm planning on at all. Now we can work on right now. That's really good for shit. I need all my checks to add up. You understand? You got roles you're trying to reach. It's still gonna cost me some money after a while. It's gonna give me all kind of breakdowns after a while. I need all my checks to get. You're gonna have a breakdown and it's 2 bands. Y'all if you get frustrated and go from job to job. But I don't want to be like that. unstable at that jump from job to job. That's not me. I like to at least stay at one place at least for a week here. You know what I'm saying? But shit, when you're not seeing what you need to see, it's like, damn. Like, really, for real, for real. Yeah, let me know if y'all hear me though. Man, do you hear me? On my microphone. Hopefully y'all hear me. Hopefully y'all do. Nah, I wasn't happy camper man. Then sit up there having on two loads, and I spent like 1,000, almost 12 miles on food. Like, just take the fuel out. Yeah, if I didn't do the loads, then why take the fuel out? But I guess we ain't got no choice. And I'm not like this in-house load board stuff. Like, it's like get my nerves. I'm literally on open board to pick loads and pick freights and negotiate the broker and see what that shit feel like. But it seemed like in order to make it here, you gotta hit these results. You gotta hit the PAs. You gotta hit the Virginias. You gotta hit the Maryland. And heavy ass damn load. Low I just dropped this morning. That shit was heavy. That shit load like 40,000 pounds. Boy, and the hell out my little one axle damn car. My one axle damn semi truck. No shit, I got that much power, especially automatic. I was sitting on a $500 check. What we talking about? $500 and one whole week of work. I had in the rain and beating traffic, coming close to accidents, and took on a $500 check. Let people say you know dream, but let say you know dream. I mean, I knew it was perfect over here, but I was expecting way, way more than this. Way, way more. Like I've been in this thing 5 years and just like getting on their load for it. Like really. But that's how it's been like that for me. I mean, I know other people try to tell you they eat no real, they probably know the system. You don't know their system. Somebody tell me the damn system. Tell me what the system is. I want to know the damn system is. I will say all day long what they do what they eat and this like that and the third. But I ain't seeing that I would see. I say that. I'm stuck I have not in Virginia. I'm heading back over into Memphis, praise Lord. I barely understand slow. Drive low. Take forever on this end, y'all. I'm looking for the trips like that. That's why I hate coming to the East Coast like that. Like DC and Virginia and Delaware. It's local from Delaware. I hate coming to this end. I know I hate coming to this end. I know what to see time. What you mean? I'll say that. I make the money. Some weeks when I'm picking my own loads and they snatch the shit off and nobody took me for reason for why. And when I keep all my loads that I pick on there, I see the 2K I need to see. Don't say that. Don't say I don't need to be on the load board. Just this is where I am. And I have no choice but to accept it and deal with it. I have no choice. I can't wait to take the time for damn stuff, man. And another thing is that winter season is coming, man, so it makes me kind of nervous of being here and getting geared up for that. It's a responsibility in itself. Going out, trying to go on out. He's trying to go on out, but all that stuff. Get ready, keep your trucks full of fluid, keep your change your belts and all that shit already on there. 523 281. I haven't seen you before, baby. Keep all that shit today. Make sure your brakes is checked. I'm in the outskirts of Washington, I think. I think I passed through Washington, D.C. I think I'm on the other side of Virginia, somewhere the rest area. I'm on 95, though. I'm on 95. 60 something, 85, whatever it is. No, I'm on 66. I'm on 66 going westbound. And y'all help me out in the areas for the flood area. I know the flood areas over there in Memphis, South Freshman Prayers up over in Tennessee. You kind of close by each other this week. How close by each other? But y'all let me know, is Memphis really flooded right now? Is Memphis on these low water right now? I don't know, some places is flooded. So y'all let me know if that's Memphis that's really flooded. Well, y'all let me know. I got a few of y'all that watch me for that way. I'm scared to take my truck. My truck don't have no kind of power with it. The fuck over get stuck. My next video be uploading something saying my shit is dry. Water got to my damn entity. That's a wrap. I'll give me another one. Y'all let me know, because I think it's just isn't it just Knoxville that's flooded? I think over there right now. I'm not for sure. Uh, or is it just Memphis that's flooded? But Memphis is kind of low. I'm scared y'all take my stuff, but hopefully it's good by the time I get there. So I don't get there by tomorrow. I'm get there by um I'll get there by Thursday morning in Memphis. I'll be in there in Memphis. And then I don't know where we're going to after that. I may have to back to the East Coast probably. I'm trying to keep myself headed back to Texas, staying in Texas now because I'm home. And I've been with mine up too. So I'm gonna tell y'all real fast. The girl gonna go ahead on and get her own apartment. Yes, I said it. I said it. I'm going to get an apartment. I'm gonna go ahead on and jump on it. I didn't want to do so because half the time I'm not gonna be at it, but thought about it now. And I'm gonna come in. But it used to be a little bit hard apartment hunt when I go home all the time. Tell me put the place out. You see some of my favorite areas in Houston State. And watch that. You know, I would like to have my own spot. I thought I was just waiting until I get my house, but man, I'm going topic from that. Uh, oh, I posted on the community tab and say they wanted part two because I was gonna try to get Pinky on for part two. The conversation. So we'll come back to it. I have another topic I'm coming up really soon. Once I get my interview out the way. I'm sorry, y'all. My interview was coming out tonight with Miss Crystal, but I'll try to get her on sometime as soon as possible. Business day, and I lay out watching it from online doing her thing. So you will see her really soon. Yeah, I'm back to fully ask ways to come on and chop it up with us and tell us what we're doing and what they're trying to achieve and how they're helping others and things like that. So you'll see it really soon. Um, now, yeah, I didn't make my mind up on it. I made my mind up on it. What's that? Oh, Lord. You crying about it. And I cry about it for cry about it. This ragged ass for the rest of y'all. Virginia, y'all need to do better, baby. That's the infrastructure. Y'all need to do better as rest areas. Real talk. I only had like one truck stop that I think was worthy of parking at, and that was still getting in and out of the city. I mean, there was parks everywhere, and I do mean everywhere around the place. But they don't have their security and none of that shit. Was all they get in and out of the damn fuel aisle. But, you know, most trucks stop for credit, but you not put the fuel aisle with the fuel. Everybody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? With the face emoji, what are you doing? What are you doing face emoji for? So silly. But yeah, it grew hanging there, but now I'm not too happy about this week last week at all. It's like it's happening like back to back. And it's just happening back to back. They're looking at your damn nerves, especially when there's a reason for you not making your money. It's bad. I mean, it's just silly. So if you say your time on the low board, on low board, you say your time over on low board, make a percentage, and they fuck around, lose their truck. They fuck around, they not, fuck around and this and the third, If you're not saving your money, if you have expensive habits, if you have a woman or a man at home that don't like to budget money, then trucking may not be something that would be something for you, especially being online. Okay, this side of the game don't really care about you. They don't really care. No what happens to y'all. They want to care about getting their load up. That's it. They get their damn money. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, you have to be so careful of that. You know what I'm saying? When you get to this game, that's why when you turn around and you see uh people jumping into on the opposite side and they're feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it don't be wrong. I'm gonna sell the shit too out at midday. That's why we want to give up. You know what I'm saying? But you have to stay focused and stay disciplined. In this thing. You have to stay in. I can give up now. But I see now, man, I'm gonna see all the time. Now, but I'm not. So I'm not even going. I already met one goal already. My goal already met. Yes, that's like I'm in podcast. Everybody knows where to go. What's up, Cali King? What's going on, babe? Thank you for joining in. Oh, what I get ready to say? Yeah. You have to be this because these $500 checks can make you mess around and quit. Make you behind your bills. You got to tie as truck notes. Some of you are paying more than $500 a week, and more than $500 a week for a weekly truck note is high for me. I've been there. I know what it feels like to be paying $700 a week. That is high. It's so much stress on you. Uh, the young GXC BBLBC shape. I be trying to watch videos of taking first-hand info. You give but your sound is big. Y'all hear the microphone? You don't hear me? You don't hear me still? Be fun. I think it got to be a StreamYard thing, but it's a brand new microphone. Y'all hear me, DQ? Uh, I'm sitting here just fixing. Okay, that's what's really that's for the feedback. Hey, it gotta be StreamYard, y'all. It gotta be. I don't know. I'm not gonna give me another StreamYard thing to use. Y'all not hearing me, so I'm really thinking on my nerves for real. But anyway, but I know what it feels like to be paying the $700 a week. I know that's just stressful. Big old nice truck and throw you in, and I'm like, damn, I like this shit. But if you don't really know how to manage your money and you're not going to stay out more than 3 weeks at a time, if you're going to fail, then you're not going to succeed in this thing. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not the mic. It's a brand new mic. It's a brand new mic. They gotta be straight or it gotta be. That's it. Just both on my end. I don't know if it's both on your end now. But now you're going to fail. If you try to go home and try to go home every weekend, then you're not stepping to the on the outside. Like for me on the truckers I've seen you try trucking a first or a second time. Like you try trucking a first and a second time, you trucking on our first and second time and you fail, or you try the second or third time and you fail, then something's wrong. You win this game 8 years plus and you're gonna have a fleet, you have your own authority, your truck goes out, you're gonna have the money to fix it, then it's something that you're not doing right with your funds to manage yourself. Okay, what is your question? Like I'm in. What is your question, baby? But now it's something when you see people try this thing and they fail. It's something that's wrong. It's not the company. It's not even your equipment. The problem has to be you. It has to be. And I'm not calling nobody out. I'm talking to guys that I've actually talked to that have gotten into trucking and they have tossed in the towel because they couldn't take these $500 weeks. They could maneuver around the bad week. Don't be disrespectful. Uh, but I'm gonna say yeah. So if it's just like that, you cannot take that. Then what are you gonna need to maneuver for the next week? You gotta stretch your money for the next week. Don't keep going and getting advances and advances and getting harder to get about dirt where you are right now. You have to have a lady on your team that's going to respect what you're doing being out here in the road. But some of you men are messing up being on the house and have the wrong type of woman in the house. That's really messing with your finances. So what's up?
Hey, what's up, Shape? What's going on, darling? How you doing?
What's up, baby? Can you hear
Not
me?
much. I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you on the deal. I can hear you just fine now. But Shape, this is the same thing that you hear time and time again. You got to know what freight lanes to work in.
Yeah.
You know, that's the key denominator right there. Knowing what freight lanes to work in, because I mean, and you're new to that company too. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn their freight lanes, where their best freight is. I mean, I know you got a board that you're looking at and everything, but you know, um, you just have to you got to find that right lane for you, and stay in that lane. So like the
Well,
thing that works for me is I don't go too far out of pocket from the house. You know,
uh-huh.
I make better money around the house than I do, trucking out 1,000 miles.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I tried to reach out and get on a Family Dollar dedicated lane here, right? And they were talking about. Listen to this, CG. They was talking about 2,000 a day, 2K a day on a Family Dollar dedicated. It's supposed to last 8 weeks, right?
it's
And
supposed to last 8 weeks.
2,000 a day flat rate, 2K flat rate. It's supposed to be running out of Georgia and Florida and North and South Carolina
So that's $2,000 a week, right?
a day.
I don't see that happening.
Well, that's what they said. It was $2,000 a day. You have to unload the trucks. You have to go like 3 more different stops and
That's
unload.
what they said. That's what they showed you.
I didn't get a chance to find out, my love. I didn't get a chance to find out if the shit real was
See that?
not.
That's the thing. I mean, not to say that ain't the truth, but at the same time, the proof is in the pudding. You got to show me. You know what I'm saying? You can
Uh,
tell me about it till you blue in the face, but you gonna have to show me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I tried to get on and try to get on, and I kept trying to reach out to the guy that's supposed to be helping on the ops get on there, and I could not get a hold of this man. I
Mm.
could not get a hold of this man and get on. I called like for a whole week straight, every single day, leaving a message and a message on the club phone thing, trying to get on it. I say shit, $2,000 a day after fuel, shit, that's like $1,400.
You know what, Shape? They there was a deal that come about. Uh, it was probably June, I want to say, and they had this little dedicated run. You know, right there by the house. It wasn't no more than 20 miles, 10 miles one way, 10 miles back. You know what I'm saying? So I caught wind of it. Somebody was telling me about it. Like, oh yeah, they paid $1,000 a load, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, shit, I ain't even got to leave the house either. Oh yeah, I can knock down 7 or 8 of them a day. You know what I'm saying? So I call, check into it, and they're like, oh yeah, 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 blah blah blah. I said, well, put it in writing. I'll come over there and take a look at it. I get over there. It was $1,000 a week. and they want me to go over there and run 4 or 5 loads a day, 5 days a week. Man, you got me fucked up. Excuse my language, but yeah, no. But see, that's the thing, you hear and it sounds real good, but like I said, you got to prove it to me.
I didn't get a
And
chance to find out. I was definitely gonna try it, y'all. You're gonna definitely see my fat ass out there, alone the fucking trailer with the little rack thing rolling down. Because I wanted to make sure I get straight up and good for winter season. Winter season is coming. You understand? And these loads
mhm,
are gonna suck. They're gonna totally suck. I already know it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pay like $900 line off for 700 damn miles for no fuel surcharge. Them days is coming. You know what I'm saying? And the bills are not gonna stop people.
yeah.
The bills are gonna keep coming. Your truck will still have to be fixed, have to be towed, and all that kind of stuff. Nothing's gonna change in your end.
Well, I think the thing that's gonna help you out though, Shape, as I know, since you've been with this company, you've done been some places with this company, and I hadn't really seen too many loads that you've hauled that really paid that well.
I'm gonna tell you the truth now. You and Shay found the most expensive load I didn't pay got paid was a line law. It was 3,000 line law and 66%. 66% of that I think is what 24 or 23. Yeah, I think that's the most expensive load. That was East Coast. That was like 800 miles.
I'm pretty sure you could pick up freight in your area and run 100 miles there and back and do that a couple times a day and make better money.
Shit, not in Texas. Shit, don't let fool you. Not at this company.
Well, I
Not
mean,
the
maybe you just
Texas freight on their board is crazy. Like they got loads from Houston to Dallas. Line haul $400.
how many miles is that?
It's 3 hours. So I'm only getting
I,
66%.
that
That's
how many
$400.
miles is that? That's
3 hours,
a 180. That's right at 180 miles, right?
200. 3 hours and 40 minutes.
So that's $2 a mile. But still, what I'm saying is maybe you might have to step out there and get your own authority and do your thing that way.
Shit, man, I don't know. I
What you
don't
mean
know.
you don't know?
You talking about trying to get my own authority there in the middle of winter season? I don't know about doing that in the middle of winter season. That's sometime I'm gonna be ready by November, December. I'll be fully feel like I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying with an old ass truck, a truck 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm just working to get the title right now. The truck paid for. You know what I'm saying? I'm working to put aside the real maintenance for it, with the breakdowns that thing will give me. Winter season, breaking down and all. Then trying to start my own authority dead in the middle of a low season. And nah,
Slow
nah.
slow season for who?
Shit over here. It gets slow for everybody. In winter season, you know that.
Man,
Even
look,
for flatbed, it gets slow. I know a couple guys at PNS, they get slow.
but you just said PNS. You just said PNS. The only thing I see PNS hauling is lumber and steel. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it might get slow, but I can tell you my neck of the woods, I mean, it only gets slow because I let it get slow for me. There's plenty of places right there around the house I can go pick up all day long.
Baby. That's in Arkansas. Arkansas moved different. I'm in Texas.
Well, I mean, still, it there's places I can go to in my division in your neck of the woods and pull out loads out of there paying $3 or $4 a mile.
Yeah, not over here, baby. Flatbeds,
Well,
baby.
yeah, not with the company that you at either. I don't know who they getting their freight from, but god dang.
It's supposed to be contract free now. So they got shit on there that's 900 line haul. The four
Okay,
out,
well I tell you this. I know. Let's see. What is this? 2021.
yeah.
I know 20 years ago they were doing a lot better than what they doing now.
You think so? Let me tell you
Oh, I
something.
know
Hold
so. I
on.
know
Okay,
so. Like I said,
the load I just bought from Georgia in the Aberdeen, Maryland. The line haul on there was 1,933. I only get 66% of the 1,933, and the fuel surcharge was 175.
for how many miles?
Altogether, it was like 900,
And the fuel surcharge was how much?
175.
175?
Yes.
Huh?
But you laughing, but I'm telling you my real
A
load.
hundred. Hold on. Wait a minute. You said your total miles was 900 and something miles.
Yeah, empty and loaded.
Oh, empty and loaded. How many miles did you have to bounce up there?
It was like six something,
600 miles.
600 something. And if it was 200, they go pick it up. Okay. The low before that was Fort Worth, Texas, to Coleman, Alabama. That was $1,530. All in, no fuel surcharge. I only get 66% of the 1,530 from Fort Worth, Texas, to Coleman, Alabama.
Man, they raping.
Yeah, you tell me. Ain't no fuel surcharge on that. No fuel surcharge on that at all.
What? Hey, I'm sorry. And they can. Your company can say what they want. Every load that they get, that they broker, they getting fuel surcharge on it.
But even not that person I had for the week.
I'm
That
telling
had fuel
you,
surcharge.
I'm Shape. Let me tell you, darling. Any load out there that's getting brokered, somebody getting some fuel surcharge on it. You mean to tell me for 600 and something miles, they only gonna pay $175? Now we both know $175 is barely gonna get you 50 gallons.
Yep. From East Point, Georgia to Aberdeen, Maryland. Now I'm only getting 66% of the $1,933. I'm not getting all that. I'm getting 66%. The most they
I
pay on the ops is 67%.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. I'm
Okay.
serious. It's time to go.
Now the load I'm on right now came from Dover, Delaware. Took forever for me to get loaded anyway. And this going into Memphis. Line haul is 1,496. The fuel surcharge on this is 360.
And how many miles is that?
Shit,
How
I
many
can't say.
loaded miles is that?
I think it's like you said I'm 16 hours. So it's 16 hours for 800 miles.
Mm.
It was only an hour to go pick it up from where I was to Dover, Delaware. Just the
Yeah.
traffic,
Well.
it was crazy. Getting the hell
What?
to it like yeah.
Mm. Yeah. It's time. It's time to bail out. It's time to jump ship with them.
I can't jump ship. I just got here.
Well, it's time to go. You done overdid your welcome. It's time to go.
Oh,
Because I mean,
$100 plus, bro. It's
but
$102 plus, bro.
but look at it though, man. Look at the bounce mile. You putting in almost how, in a week's time. What's your average bounce miles in a week's time?
I'm going to tell you, I have to run like 2,700 to 3,100. So it'd be 2,700 miles or 3,100 miles for me to see my 2K. I can't run like 2K even or less. Never. I have to run 2,700 to 3,100 in a week. I have to run the miles.
I, well, we gonna have to find you some better freight lanes, darling, or a whole other company, man, because that's and you know if you would have known that before, you probably would have never wound up there.
I ain't had that much choice. I had to come and see if I was paying a damn dollar a mile.
Well,
They'll pay $1
I,
on one a mile, remember?
yeah, that's because damn. Are you averaging 2 loads a week?
No.
3 loads?
So
Okay,
for
so
the 2K take home, I have to do like at least 4 to 5 majority of the time.
were you gonna have to be knocking down at least 3 loads a week?
I do, but like I said, when that disappearing shit take shit off and don't give you an explanation why it took shit off, ain't find a load nowhere. Maybe it's canceled. Tell me if it's canceled. Can't check and see, but I don't know. That shit night dispatch. Oh my god, like nobody can tell you nothing.
I hate to say it, but they probably taking them loads off of you and giving them to, somebody that's paying them some money under the table. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You think it's all positive?
You, you,
Oh, old school, right?
you didn't you didn't factor that one in,
Mm-mm. I thought just the
man. All these. Can you hear me?
yeah, hey,
Hold on a second. My mic went out.
oh James Brown days, honey. Oh James Brown days. Uh, give me a minute. My God, hold on. You still there? CG.
Hold on. I'm trying to get my mic back right.
Uh, I'm telling you now, he talking about old school type. Yeah, people need to table. What's
Yo, Shape,
say? Yeah,
listen, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. You got to get the hell out of there. You got to get all the way out of there because let me tell you something. I just
you
brung
got
a,
to get the hell out of there.
I just brung a load from Illinois to PA for 2,600.
I can't do that. I'm in $1,400 about that. Honestly, everything you make it money when they hit the number. So he'll say 6.
Yeah, because look, from this point on, from this point on, I know you're trying to go get your authority, but first thing first, you got to figure out if you're going to keep this truck or if you're going to go get another truck. Don't try to go do the freight broker right now. Hold off on that because you got to figure out the situation with your truck and you got to get out of USA because it's horrible over there. That ain't no it's horrible. It's horrible and you struggling.
Man,
You struggling.
I'm eating. I'm eating.
And you know what? They could. You know what? You turn loads down, right?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Anything I can move and I'm in my radius of it, I'm going to go get that. I'm trying to do that. So it's not a whole lot of turning low.
Right.
Big bro, seeing what's going on, man? How you doing?
Yo,
How you
CG,
living?
what's going on, man? What's going on? This is just
Not.
this is crazy right here. This is what you call highway robbery,
It
modern day
is.
slavery.
It is. I mean,
Freight, I don't.
now,
Freight is not down. Freight is not down for me, and I do reefer, and I don't
yeah,
even run in the Northeast.
yeah. Freight's not down for me either.
Freight, I just had a load for 3,300, one for 1,900, and one for 2,600, and that's all three trips on one check. And I am
Yeah.
on percentage.
Right.
That's crazy.
Shape, they, yo,
As
that's
far
yo,
as,
Shape,
as
they,
far as what I want to do, as
you,
far as what I
you,
want to, I already
you
know what I
got.
want to do. It's like I already know what
Look, I do want to give you, some credit. You sticking it out, but it's time to go because you can't keep moving like this.
Right.
You chasing your own tail. You can't keep moving like this.
Yeah, you got
It's
you
way
got
more.
bigger things
It's way
that you
more.
want to do.
Yeah, and you like this. You gotta find that right lane. I run Illinois to North Carolina, North Carolina back to Illinois, and I know you like to be down to Texas. Texas might not have the good freight. Well, you on drive van, so I don't know what the rates are going for.
Texas has the freight. It's just she
That
can't get them
pick up
through
company.
where she's at.
I
Yeah.
hear.
And then you
I
know what's the bad thing? You know what's the bad thing, Shape? When you go to these companies that got company drivers and you're owner operator, guess who they're gonna give the good loads to? The company drivers. Why? Because the company drivers are the slaves of that company. They're gonna pay them what? 40 cents off a load that could be paying 3,300. Why give it to the owner operator? Because you're gonna take the majority of the pay of that. Why give it to you when I can give it to a company driver, run those same miles for less pay? Hell yeah, let's get rich. Let's get rich over y'all staying out here on the road, holding the steering wheel, missing your family for months at a time. That's
Well,
exactly what.
get it. I'm gonna be on the lot. Like I met a guy in Georgia. He paying $1,000 a week. $1,000 a week.
Yeah.
For that's $4,000. If that for his friend, we about to go on a week. So he's here at USA. So I'm like, I don't know what you gonna do, babe. When November,
Right.
December, and January hits, I have no idea how you gonna survive that kind of high pay. It's really
And,
crazy.
and you and you know what, Shape? You know what? Let me tell you something. You got to give yourself a lot more credit. You been out here. You have your trials and tribulations that you are going through, and this is the way for you to learn. And you got to give yourself a lot more credit because this game is not easy.
no, it's not.
When was the last time you was home, Shape?
My vacation.
Yeah.
I said that my vacation.
And look, Shape. Cause you are underdog. You are underdog. And when me, CG, and a lot of drivers come through here, and when you ask us for advice and we tell you, and then you know you're gonna do your own, thing. You know how you are, Shape. You know, you're gonna do your homework, you're gonna do your own thing. We can give you the advice, but you still gonna go do your own thing. But now at this point, Shape, like, nah, you can't keep running like this. This is not beneficial to you. And it messes with your morale. It's like you trying to make it, trying to make it, trying to make it, and it's like every time you turn around, it's like, damn, when I'm gonna get a break?
Yeah.
You're trying to build up your
Yeah, I
bank
feel that
account.
aspect of it. I feel that aspect of it. I mean, I got my break. It's just that I know what I want. Now that I have things to work on, I have to go. I know what I have. I know what it takes to get what I need. Just that when you buckle down, that's the first thing. But say I told people, I don't I told. They don't call every single day. People take solo. Yeah,
Shape, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, darling, but that mic on my end is cutting in and out. I don't know
I
how it
don't know
sounds
if
on
I don't
Sin's
know if
end.
it's on my end, but it's cutting in and out.
Yeah.
on my hand,
I
over
I
there.
think it's that mic.
You think it's a mindful?
I really think it's that mic.
Let me see. Let me see if this time, baby. Hold on, turn it off. Okay,
Y'all can You can hear me because on my end it was just sounding like it was breaking up. So
And I can hear Sin just good. I can hear him just fine, but it's that mic. It's got to be that mic because it's
yeah,
cutting in and out big time.
yeah. Because when I hear you, country ghetto, you sound in and out also. So I don't know.
I think it's trivial. That's a brand new mic. It's $150 damn mic. But back to what I was saying to Sin and UCG. when you busting your ass, because I already know what I want to do. It's just by executing the plan. I rather just sit down and contemplating that, going about this, going about that. So what I want to do is I already made up. It's not changing my mind. It's about when you have what you have down and you're going after the shit and you keep having a stumbling block of, like, you know, the devil just keep hitting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we make a plan. Like, when I came here and I got stuck in a damn shop for a month, and that was the devil on your back. So I feel about it. When you always making a move towards something, something always comes in the way. When you move to something positive, something always gets in the way all the time. And you just learn how to just navigate around there and keep moving. That's all I'm doing right now, is navigate my way through.
I mean, I get it. I completely understand that shape. But I mean, I know you. I mean, you've stressed it enough on here. You got a lot of goals that you want to achieve and a lot of plans that you got up your sleeve. You know what I'm saying? But if where you're at right now ain't helping you obtain those dreams and those goals and those plans that you got, it's time to cut your losses with them.
Yeah, yeah. We hanging in, baby. This number study going down on this maintenance issue. It's going down lovely, going down real good, real nice. So I should be through and have my little next day for the truck and simply by next month. So you'll be see me shot out my title in my hand and all that kind of whatnot. So I'm super excited about it. But now I already know what I want to do, and I already know how I want to do things and what parent I want to do. When I talked about the brokers class, everybody is seeing, that was just the education type of, was for me to get in and really learn the back office. Because you don't really know nothing until you're in the back office. All these trucks going up and down the highway, you know really nothing about the business of it. You understand what I'm saying? It's about really education yourself what really goes on when you go up these dots. You
So
know what I'm
you mean to tell me you've taken a brokering class?
saying? Hold on a second. I looked into it. I looked into taking the broker course very much, really soon. Um, cause I really want to learn how this freight really moves. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here 5 years. I feel like it's time to re up and just really just dive deep into it. I mean, I already dedicated 5 years of my life almost to the struggle thing. I might as well go all the way. You know what I'm saying? You always stay dedicated. You might not just stay in one place. But I would love to have my own fleet and be my own broker. That's why I come in contact with some amazing ladies like Sexy Mother Trucker and Step by Step Freight Queen. So I know it can be done. You know what I'm saying? We come across some amazing people that's already doing it. So I just know what I got to do. You know what I mean? That's,
Yeah, but all that. I mean, the the thing is we got to be successful here before we can go and be successful over there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I mean, because like right now, I mean, from from what it sounds like is what you're making weekly is just basically to cover your expenses for that week. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
check it. It's $500 check last week. Yeah. That was none but just expenses.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because listening at these fuel surcharge rates that they're giving you, I mean, I'm pretty sure you've had to come out of the pocket for fuel. I mean, in this game, you shouldn't be having to come out of the pocket for fuel at all. Period.
No, none of the loans really cover fuel, period. None of them do here. None of them do. I always have to come out of pocket. Either always just it always cover a CG like one third or one half of the fuel. That's what it really pretty much really works here. Like sometimes they only pay like $50 for a fuel surcharge. And I'd be like, really? But sometimes they have like a whole $1 on there for a fuel surcharge. But I don't be damn understanding why you put this shit on fuel like that. That don't even make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? What's okay, B? But yeah, like yeah, they really be sucky on the FSC over here. Real sucky. But I always end up spending like 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 a week because my truck was good on.
Yeah, it's up. Ah, I,
Let me ask you something, G. Let me ask you something, CG. Oh, My truck got 764,000 miles, right? Can you project to me and tell me what's going to happen next?
I
I know,
mean,
I know you.
out of all the stuff that you done had done this here in the last handful of months, I mean, you've almost damn near had a whole overhaul.
No, I haven't had a tune up yet. I haven't had a turbo blown. Um, I've had a water pump done. I've
Okay.
had the whole reservoir tank, the whole reservoir that holds your
So
coolant.
so you haven't had an end frame done on that, right?
No, not yet.
You might want to shop around. That should be I mean, you got that ISX? No, you got the Packard, right?
No, it's coming.
So you got the ISX 15, right?
I think it is. I don't know what the hell these
Yeah.
on these. I know it's
If
coming.
you got a 2013, right?
Yeah.
It's ISX 15. Okay. What you need to be uh seeing right now and looking into is get the end frame done.
At this low, 760.
You should it should have been done 200,000 miles ago.
I don't know. When I got the truck, it was at 500 some thousand miles. I don't know if they was done
It,
too.
it should have already been done between 500,000 600,000. That's when the end frame should have been done. These Cummins, and I'm just gonna say this: they're not rated for million mile motors. They're not rated for it at all. But if you can get an end frame done, you may get another 200,000 miles out of it, possibly close to a million, possibly. But I don't know what your maintenance looks like on it. How often are you getting your truck serviced?
I get an oil change every 30,000 miles.
Okay.
Oil change. I
See,
never see my oil change because my truck is so old.
the thing with that is, while say if you would have got the truck brand new, right?
Mhm.
Okay, within that first 5K or 500K on there, yeah, you can stretch it out to 30, 40, 45. But once you hit 500K, you need to dial it back to about half of what it was before. See, if you would have got the maintenance records on it for the people that had it, you could have seen how often they were servicing it. And then what you do is after it hits 500K, you cut that mileage in half. And then once it hits 700K, you cut that mileage in half. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to help prolong that motor even longer.
Like
Like right,
anything extra I can buy in it because all I buy is the top oil, the top brake fluid, the top transmission fluid. All I buy is
but
everything.
how do you know it's the top?
Where it says the top brand for the truck.
And they deem that to be true.
I mean, it says right there on the side of the frame of my truck. It tells me what type of oil best fits for it.
Okay, but what I'm saying though is they deem that to be true.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
See,
so.
like
It's
for
literally
me,
framed on my truck.
I do my service every 10 to 12,000 miles. That's when I do my service on a freshly rebuilt motor. I've every 10 to 12,000 miles. Okay, I use Rotella,
Yeah, that's it.
and for my filter stuff, shit, damn Mike done it again. But for my filters and stuff, I use Fleet Guard, um, Fleet Guard, and um, damn, I can't think of the name right now, but yeah, you got in frame. Just yeah, do some shopping around, see what it's gonna cost you on the in frame.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to know. I just want to know because you actually do work underneath here. Because nobody really tells me like It's supposed to be a book for these trucks that tells you what you're supposed to do to it when it gets to so many miles. But it never can't work able to go to. I never can get a hold of that book. It's never available. But it's supposed to have something to tell you per truck what it's supposed to have when it hits so many miles. I think that's imperative for us lady truckers. I think that us lady truckers definitely need to make sure we get our hold on our hands on that just in case things like that kind of happen. You feel me? But yes, honey. Thank you, Fiji, for coming in. Thank you for Sam for coming up. Let's get up off here, y'all. Gotta get up in the morning. Damn, it's over an hour. I ain't gonna be on here that long. Uh, some of these comments so fast. Uh, oh, praise woman. Brandon Love Cash says, uh, dry van is horrible in Texas. Yes, it is, baby. It's very bad in Texas, especially here. The freight moving um, here in USA very, very bad. Especially on the I would say the east side of Texas. Like I don't think I'm really moving in Texas sometimes based on most parts of the radio, and I hate going down there. I hate going down there. Laws will be really tough down there. Brandon LaCash says I'm the northeast team. Y'all always say that. Y'all always say that. Y'all always say y'all northeast team. Boys, something Lord. I just thought it was something. Nadia, baby, I didn't even see you. There's somebody coming from you. Okay. Then I did 8,000 gross this week. You have to understand things. Trucking is easy, all about counting trucking is simple. Now, trucking not simple, simple, not necessarily simple man words to really people that you have to come on like and reach out there with us. I don't think trucking is simple TV. I don't think the word simple and trucking should go together in the same category. Ever, ever. Anyone doing a lease is really these purchase is hustling backwards, in my opinion. Okay, that's how you just really feel they hustling backwards. Well, you know how I feel about leasing. What's up, stuff? Audio. Like how people be in trucking for 20 years and end up with nothing. And baby, I'm telling you, I mean, it's like these super trucker guys that are out here and they've been out here trucking 8 to 10 years and they only have used on one truck or just paid off a truck and they try to tell you, teach you nothing, or truly just fill the truck and the person or taking up through it and try to give you what it is and what's not. Be the main one trying to tell you something. Brandon Lucas. So if you don't need that, you don't understand. Uh, I'm gonna try to leave some more of y'all comments before I get off. Uh, Nathan Galloway Senior says Mercer lands for F2F on our break up. Y'all can tell me what F2F come. I had to dig into that. I had to call them. I should fire them and see what happened. See what happened with them. They understand that. $500 check goes for yes, yes, honey. Tell me about it. They gotta hear I feel. They gotta hear I feel, baby. They gotta hear I feel. An overhaul for my truck cost 8,500. You'll spend more than that. Damn, I'm gonna spend more than $8,500. I'm gonna spend more than 8,500. More than $8,500. Damn, I'm supposed to be cheap. My truck older. My truck is supposed to be cheaper. But no, 30 days. All service and grease every 30 days. I don't do all change every 30 days. How can you don't know what an overhead is? G-way. What? Say truck and something else. It's all about numbers and you can do it the cheapest. You can do it the cheapest. Shit. Man, 4 5 shit, that shit out. That shit out. I'm not know about long road be on here, baby. Yeah. What's good?
She ain't gonna be on there long.
Uh-huh.
You hear me, Shape?
Yeah, I hear.
All right, look. So what I was saying was because everything got a little messed up, but you got to get out of there, right? You're gonna have to get out of that company because it's not serving you no purpose. And how long you been trucking? You said you've been 4 years.
Yeah, 4.5.
Okay, so I understand exactly where you at right now. And if I'm wrong, correct me. You feel you should have more than what you already got right now in life. And everybody's level of success comes at different times. And I remember when you first made this move over here and you were talking about a $5,000 check. And I don't know who told you about that 5,000 because then you started chasing someone else, whatever someone told you about $5,000, you started chasing that type of money, and then it's not realistic there. So it adds frustration to your grind. Because it's like, damn, you made a move from CFI, then you went to that other company where your truck failed the DOT inspection, then they charged it to your maintenance account, then you went to USA off of what someone else told you. Now, your truck is what, 700,000 miles and change. My truck just went down. My truck just went down at 1,011,000 miles. And right now, for you to try to go get your authority, you have to get your truck together or figure out if you're gonna, at what point you're gonna get another truck. Because even though you paid your truck off and I paid my truck off, it kept going in the shop. So if you put a driver in this truck after it's paid off, it does not take, well, having someone in it, and if it goes in the shop, you got to pay for that driver to go in the hotel because they might not be in their home state. So now you got to cover their hotel. You got to pay them that layover money. You got to pay for that shop bill. And if you don't got capital, now you got a whole nother situation going on because now you're gonna have an angry driver.
Okay, you have to understand. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like I was listening to me this whole time period. I mean, I know a lot was to be expected. That's why I love the that I've come across. You know what I'm saying? And we
Right.
talk private conversations about what they go through, like real things that we talk about too. So I kind of know the good and bad already, but I know what I want to do. My mind's already made up. You understand what I'm saying? I want to keep going up higher and higher and higher. I don't want to keep having to be OTR. And the only way you're going to achieve that is you make a move.
Right.
How many people, how many of y'all in the chat hit me up on a DM and told me to leave this truck alone? Y'all remember? You said congratulations now. But a lot of you that say congratulations now told me to leave this truck alone. the first year I signed up for it. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember remember exactly what I told you. I remember exactly what I told you. I was pulling in a few out in Indiana, and Country Ghetto was on it with me, and I said, "Shape, pay the truck off and enjoy some months of no truck payment, so you can catch up on other bills." And you got this. You got the truck paid off. You got the maintenance account. Did you get the AC taken care of?
Yeah. Well, let's hope and pray they fix this time. It's like this time it's been fixed.
Right.
So I don't know what's really going on. I don't know what's really going on. I need to make shit stop working. But so they keep doing the same shit over and over again to it that makes it go back and fixed. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because you know how hot it is in Texas, and you sleeping in that truck with no AC. That's torture.
I call it hustle. I stayed focused. I know some people done it, but I already had a goal in mind, so it wasn't nothing to me.
Okay. I mean, because it's like you know that affects your sleep, not getting that proper rest because it's just hot in that truck. You know that sun hit that fiberglass, it heats us up in there, and that turbo fan is not going to last too long when that truck just starting to circulate nothing but that heat.
Yeah.
So now, okay, so now you want to do the authority. You gotta put the money up for that. Now you go on your own. Okay, right now you got to pay off. You got to pay off the maintenance, right? And you done with this company that you got the truck from. Because you in the catch-22, and here's how. You lease that truck. Well, you got that truck from whatever company you got it from, and they got you in the box because you can't just move that truck to any company. You can only move your truck to companies that they say you can go to. So they already set you up for failure. I'm just going to be honest with you. It doesn't matter what company you go to as long as they make their payments. But see, that was a setup for failure. They didn't expect you to win. They didn't expect. They was expecting you to give it up and give it back, because all they would have did was give that truck to the next person who would have came through there. Because how are you going to tell me I can't take my truck somewhere else? You're still going to get your payments because you're going to set it up. What's the problem? Because it wasn't intended for you to win. It wasn't intended for you to win. They sent you the companies that bail. They sent you the companies that have a majority of company drivers, owner operators at companies with company drivers. We get the shit in of the loads, because why are we going to give the owner operator the big paying loads when we can give the drivers who's making 40 cent, 42 cent, 45 cent and take them profit and take the majority of the money? You got to next move. You got to go somewhere where there ain't no company drivers. Don't chase other people's. Don't worry about what everybody else getting, because you know what your goal is. Right now, focus on getting the hell out of this company, pay off that maintenance, and get out of that company. Because you can do it. But everything that you're going through, Shape World,
I'm looking real good. Everybody call every number. They say really on top of. I think I will get what's the top of.
And Shape, look, and let's be honest. You can't do no more vacations. You ain't got room to do vacation. You gotta hit this fucking grind. You gotta you
I ain't gonna take my vacation.
You got that vacation out the way, Shape, but you trying to do things. You trying to get out of trucking because you want to get out, but you can't take vacation right now. You can't take vacation in the next 4 months. You got to get your money up so you can go ahead, because okay, if this truck goes down, now what? What's your credit looking like? Your credit score good? Can you finance another truck?
It's not like I want to, but it's wait.
And look, everybody.
We talk about the authority. Just bringing now the authority thing. It's not. I know it's my authority thing.
Right.
But it's not. But right now is I know what I want to do. I'm not just gonna keep saying it. You just see it. You just see it as time goes on. You'll be seeing it before.
Look, and another thing, I just want you to know something. Don't compare your situation to everybody else, because all of us, our time comes at different times. I've been in this game 8 years. Okay. I just started seeing the money 3 years ago. And it's people that came in this game after me who have more trucks than me. But you know what? I'm running my own marathon, because it's not about who has what. Because when you start looking at what other people have, it makes you look at what you don't have. It makes you start looking at your money like it's not good enough. Because you
Well, let me
see
let me
every
say it. Let me say that. Let me interject right there. You say what's not good enough, but see that's all part of putting your priorities and what you need for yourself into place. I mean, it's good to watch other people, and I did listen to another driver by coming here to USA. Should have me psyched by coming here because I love watching. You know, it's Pinky. Pinky the one to have me psyched coming here. But I don't really too much worry about. I mean, I know I do reviews of truckers, but I haven't really so much focused on spiritual transportation that I know what my business takes. I know what it takes to make my business suffers and fly. So I've been really just focusing on what I could do better for spiritual transportation. I mean, I watch other people and that's fine, but everybody has their own avenues of success. You have to keep that in mind. You can watch other people, you can be encouraged by it. You can say, hey, congratulations. But nobody's going to take your business where you need to go to besides you. You don't want to have a vision for it. You have to kind of understand that. And I know you kind of do. I know you kind of understand that.
yeah. Listen, everybody goes through trials and tribulations. And even though when you start making more money, that don't mean you're not prone to problems. And in this game, you gotta put money up, because you gotta see it ain't a matter of how your truck gonna go down, it's a matter of when it's gonna go down. I just caught a $5,500 bill to get my truck towed from North Carolina back to Illinois.
That ain't nothing. I heard 20,000 okay, like last month. That
Okay,
ain't nothing.
now,
That ain't
now,
nothing.
how
I mean,
many credit?
it's 5 stacks. That's a lot. That shit. That's a lot of money, but that ain't the biggest I heard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you ain't got it, guess what? I had to ask the owner to cover me. Do you have that opportunity that they will cover you on that?
Yes. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all the rest of the chat. I know y'all seen me go through complete hell with this truck, but the owner of AEL has been such a blessing into the closing of this whole thing, or just bringing this thing to a close. If I need to be told still, if I need to have some fixed still besides the transmission and the engine going out, those two major things, they are still willing to carry your girl since truck maintenance is paid. But there are some things I'm still paying out of pocket to keep that that amount going down, which I get this shit over with. You feel me? But no, saying they will definitely pay for me to get told. If I need to be told right now from Delaware, from Virginia, where I am, I always bring the truck back into Arkansas. They'll get this truck back there because they already got their money for it. We've already gotten $41,000 from me for this truck. You understand what I'm saying? So know that they're Mr. Laverne is the one over AEL. They had got LL. They've been very, very helpful.
Right. I mean, how many credit cards you got?
I have to bring that personal.
Wait, let me mute my mic, because I know this. When I mute my mic, I can hear you. You got what?
I have two personal and business.
Okay. So you're gonna do your own authority. You're gonna do the freight broker, right? And you trying to get another truck.
That's what I have in mind. But like I said, you'll see as time goes. It won't necessarily be in that order. It don't have to be in that order.
Right, right. Okay. I mean, keep doing your homework, Shay. Just keep doing your homework.
That's all it is. When I talk about the freight brokers, that's all it is. It's just education, y'all. You ought to want to educate yourself too about really what's going on out here. You ought to want to. He was being made off the sweat off your back. You ought to want to.
Yeah. And you know what, Shape? Another thing, since you considering to go in and get your own authority later, USA Trucking is teaching you how to run lanes. You got to know these running lanes. And that's what you're learning here. So USA Trucking is also teaching you the dirty side of the game, and it's also teaching you how to use that low board. But they're also a company, a carrier that has company drivers, and I'd rather go ahead and pay my company drivers on big loads instead of giving it to owner operators because it's more money in the company's pocket. So now you got to move your truck to an all owner operator company. Landstar, Mercer, it's companies out there. Because now you ain't in competition between company drivers and owner operators. Think about it from a business owner. You have an extra truck, and you got a company driver for your company shape, and then you see a load that's paying 3,400, and you got an owner operator. You're gonna give it to your company driver who's making 40 cents a mile, maybe running 750 miles. So what's that? Maybe $350, 400, something like that, right? But then you give it to an owner operator who's getting a percentage of that. You only plucking a little bit of money off that load. So give it to the company driver. That's the name of the game. Everybody eats off the driver. My brother-in-law told me that everyone eats off the driver.
The only person that's really winning y'all is the broker. That motherfucker is the only one that's winning because he ain't got no real overhead besides his insurance. And that
No, 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 I can't agree with
yeah,
that. I
that's
can't
the
agree
only
with that. It's
one.
people out here who has trucks that they bought houses, they got their cars, they kids is set up. I've seen 6 figures a year. And I was in and out of the shop, but you got to spend money to make money. You got to keep your truck up the par because that's your money maker. And if you don't take care of your truck will not take care of you, and you will continue to struggle and be in this game. And you don't want to be in this game to the point where they find you in your truck, gone and passed on.
Yeah, that much is true. But you got to know how to balance your money, though. You have to buckle down. And I didn't do this the first year or two in trucking. You got to learn how to buckle down. Just because you see that 6 figures don't mean nothing about what you take home. But your gross don't mean nothing. The 6 figure on your income tax don't mean nothing. What you brought home and how you manage that. A lot of times I went back and I looked and say, "How the money I made? What the hell I did with it? Messed it up. I had no guiding hand. You know what I'm saying? I know better now, of course. But you get what I'm saying. It's a learning process being out here. But I love what I do. I love this thing. I love trucking. And I think it's one of the best career choices, the best career choice that I've ever made. Period.
Right. Yo, hey Brandon, I see you in the chat, man. Shout out to you, man. Keep doing your thing. Brandon just said he's winning with his own authority. Don't care what the broker makes. Yeah, can't be pocket watching other people. You have to sit down and really put your game plan together. And you can't always depend on what other people tell you. If they tell you some type of information, I tell people, go behind me and look up what I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to. You have to. You have to just
Because someone can, because you don't know where they got their information from. It don't mean that they not telling you the truth, but you always got to double back and do the homework yourself, because not everybody gonna come in here and give you all the jewels. We all studying. Hopefully all of us are studying. We all gonna learn from trials and tribulations. That's how you gain experience in life. You got to go through some shit.
yeah,
So
be out. Be out. Some people get out in this truck and they get this money and they get relaxed. A lot of you guys get relaxed and making this money and you don't take care of business. And you just around you being all and you can't. You know what I'm saying? You just start seeing money, it's time to buckle down. A lot of people don't understand that because this is trucking will keep happening. It's going to keep happening every single week, every single month, every single 2, 3 months straight. to have that money. Where it's be hard to stay above. It's be hard to stay out here driving down the road. But you gotta keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? I see a whole lot of that lately. And so many drivers like get on Instagram and talking to people saying, "Man, they work for me," or "I'm in the hole and all that." And that comes from you not buckling down and staying focused on your business.
And every video I've done with me having being an owner operator, I don't go into what type of money I make. I always showed every driver what if. When I was in the hotel, I showed them and told them this is what the shop bill was. Because when drivers sit out here, and here's what happened: when drivers sit here on YouTube and they talk about all this money they make, it sets up the people up for failure. Because then when people don't make that type of money, now you're looking at them like, oh, but you said, and you're not gonna be able to come to Sinister and say, oh, well, saying you said I can make this type of money. It's money in this game. Yes, it is. One thing my trainer told me: don't never let no one tell you ain't no money in this game. But you got to do your homework. You got to bust your ass and you got to make sacrifices. And your time is not going to be on the time of an Andrew Jackson or Coco or Pinky or Sinister or Trucker Brown and all of these guys that's on YouTube. Everybody time is different. But you got to keep pushing. And it's going to be days you're just going to be like, yo, I'm sick of this shit. It's tiring. You trying to fight. You fighting. Yo, it's a doggy dog game. It's a doggy dog game. And the next move you make, you really got to do due diligence on homework. You got to get your savings account built up. You got to get your checkings account built up. I don't know if you're doing investing. You did your real estate. Is you trying to go get a rental property? But right now, your focus is trying to figure out.
Before the year, so but I've been speculating on a few things myself on that end of it. And on that end of it, it's so much land, and they building up so much around Texas, so much. You really got to jump out and grab this land really right about now. It's really like in the bid war for a lot of it. All the investors are coming down from New York and California, so our land's getting bought up around Houston like crazy. So but you'll see some things. You'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna go that way with real estate, because you got to figure out what your exit plan is. When you plan on getting out of trucking, you know, if you're gonna get out of trucking, or you want to get to a point in trucking where, my goal was to get to a point in trucking where I'm trucking because I want to, not because I have to. That's why I tell drivers, when you come in this game, don't come out here just to be driving. Drive with a purpose. I don't want to die in my truck. I don't want them to find me dead in my truck. I do want to get out. I'm getting out of trucking soon. I'm getting out of trucking soon because there's other things I want to do. Trucking changed my life. Trucking can change your life.
To leave trucking 100% alone because you love trucking. I've been watching you for 4.5 years. I say 3. You love this thing.
Yeah, I love trucking. Trucking is my passion, but there's other things I want to do. I want to go back to school. And being on the road is like, yeah, I can do an online course, but it's other things that I want to do. It's other money out here. I taught myself how to invest because I don't want to just be running up and down the interstate forever. Like, I want a family. I'm going to have a family, and I don't want to be on the road and having a family. I'm my nieces. I just got my niece just had a son last week, so I got another addition to the family. And my nieces and all of them is getting older. I miss a lot of stuff. And that's why I tell drivers: get out here, get your financial game plan together, invest your money. Don't be buying liability. Buy assets, things that can make you money while you sleep. Just in case something get crazy, you can sell your stocks. And it's going to come, Shape. It's going to come. It's going to come for you. Don't rush it, because when you rush it, then you jump in levels and you missing other little details. And the knowledge and the little Jews that we give you, Shape, take what you want to take from us, write it down, and build around it. You don't have to take everything we say. Take some of the stuff, write it down, and build on it. But give yourself a lot more credit. You ain't give up. You ain't give up. It ain't been easy. No, it ain't been easy for none of us. It ain't been easy for none of us. You out here by yourself as a woman. You want more in life. You know you deserve more in life, and you trying to make it work, and you trying to figure it out. And this is life. And this is life don't come with no blueprints. And this is the trials and tribulations of life.
That much. Well, I listen to people. One thing I've stopped doing so much is I stopped listening to so many people so much. You have to make your own way and with the Lord above. You have to start doing that more and more and more. I mean, it's nice to give advice to people who got to really choose their own path. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, not to hurt nobody's feelings, not to hurt yours, but I just been learning to depend more and more with God daily on a regular basis.
What I recently like what you did was you said, "Yo, I'm gonna stay put right here. I'm not gonna jump." You've been working on it. You've been learning. You've been learning what you need to learn here, because this is your stepping stone. So you have to go through this path. This is the path that God got you going through, because you're learning a lot here. You learned what you didn't know before you got here. When you was at CFI, you wasn't going through all of this like you doing here at USA.
Yeah,
But
because
it's
it was a different atmosphere. Playing field was totally different.
and it's teaching you how to look at the low board. It's teaching you how to run different lanes. Now, here's what I'm gonna give you, and I'm gonna jump off here. Go to DAC low board, because they got one where you can sign up for like the basics. You don't have to pay for it. And you can still look at loads just to see what's out there. Not every load is going to show you what it's paid. But I just saw a load coming out of California paying 10 grand, but going to California is a headache because all that fuel. Freight is up. Freight is up. Freight is up. I'm telling you, because the reason freight is up, because they can't get the containers from Japan out of the ports, because they just got hit with COVID. So I've been keeping up with that. Freight, listen, it's a shortage on food, it's a shortage on supplies. The ports is not shipping the ships over, because the port in Japan just got shut down for COVID case. Look at the shortage on the semiconductors, on the chips. Right. Stay focused, keep doing what you think. You're gonna go through trials and tribulations. It's all part of life. No matter what you do in life, you're gonna always have some type of trial and tribulations, but you gotta keep yourself leveled, keep your head in the game, write your goals down, get your vision board, and listen and say your affirmations every day. I'm gonna make this happen. And you got to start speaking more success over your life. And that's all I gotta say. You can do it. You've been in trucking 4 years. You can do it. It's a learning. We learn it every day. Every day we learn it. No matter what. If you a trucker, if you work at Walmart, I don't care if you work at Target. If you a janitor, every day we learning something new in life as individuals, as people. Every year we got to continue to evolve and elevate in life. So, and you know what it is that you want to do. Keep your goals to yourself. Tell us after you get it accomplished. Because when you let your goal go, when you tell someone what you're trying to accomplish, you it's like a jinx. Don't tell us until, like, no one knew when I paid my truck off until I dropped that video. So going forward, just keep your goal to yourself. No one needs to know what the hell you're doing, because you the one that got to put the work in. We don't. You the one that got to sit out here and drive your truck up and down the road.
Y'all has been rocking with me for so long, actually supporting me. So it's inspiration because I do get those phone calls from ladies or hit up on me and say, I watch you go through so much and you push on me to come out here by myself. I do get that lady hit me up. So I don't necessarily really feel like it's not good not to put things out there. Just don't know how people can really relate. I mean, I feel where you're coming from, but how people how you make get inspiration from watching someone like I drive inspiration for other people. You know what I'm saying? They see me go through all kind of stuff. See my truck get searched. See me get harassed at truck stops. See me get a man jump on my truck while I was in motion. You see me cry. You see me break down. You see me get cussed out at shivers. So I won't necessarily say I 100% agree with that part of it. It's good to show some people some of the things that you're experiencing.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But like, one thing you told me, not everyone is sitting there wishing you the best. Some people sitting there and praying for your downfall.
But
So
let me tell you something. You can't worry about what people want to see you see down because if they lurking around it means something that you're doing and something that you got that they have. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't really worry about that. It's always going to be there. You understand what I'm saying? It's always going to be there. People like Beyonce and Jay Z got people around them that talk about them and they say them, things like that. So you can't let that really distract you. You can't let that push you from achievements or let some of your achievements show. You know what I'm saying? You can't let that block you. Not to me. Because your other people that's watching.
right. All right, hold on. I want to address something. Brandon said y'all need to stop doing lease purchase, just be a company driver. Well, my situation, I wasn't lease purchase. I bought my truck from the owner of a carrier that has owner operators. I paid my truck off a year and a half. So my truck wasn't lease purchase. Put the deposit down and I ran. Took me a year and a half to pay my truck off. 45,000. I paid it off a year and a half. Now, the way I run is not the way everybody else run. You know what I mean? Lease purchase is not for everyone. And so I know some drivers who went through lease purchase and paid their truck off, coming from a big carrier like Knight. So I know people who done did it. It's a mindset. It's a grind. It's a hustle. It's how bad you want it. And don't let these people out here tell you what you can't do. Because they quick to want to say, oh, don't do this, don't do that. And sometimes it be your own family telling you that. Be your closest friends. So
Let me ask you before I go on and I end tonight. So what's going on with the other truck? Because I know the other truck. I know you're in the loaner truck. So what's going on right now with your current truck? Are they just going to fix it? Are you just going to fix it? Is the company going to give you a loan?
well, I'm in the loaner truck right now, and I got the other truck in the shop. So I'm gonna be dropping that news on what's going on with it.
Is the company going to help you? I mean, you have to go through full detail. They're going to help you out with it at all?
Well, I'm trying to we trying to figure out what's wrong with it right now. So
They've had it for like a week. They
because
still
it could be a because it lost compression. So right now I'm just running in the loaner. So still on percentage. Yeah, okay. I gotta pay for the lease, no biggie. So I ain't losing no money. So it's the name of the game. But
you and
I'll be dropping. I'll be letting everybody know what's going on with that soon. So because I got to get everything together so I can break it down to everybody on what's going on.
you in the walkaway lease right now, right?
No, it's just lease. When
Oh,
my
it's just,
when my truck, yeah, once they figure out what's wrong with my truck, I jump back in there and just keep moving.
okay.
It's not the lease. The owner's leasing it to me to keep me so I can keep moving. It's not a lease purchase. It's just lease. Like if I just go to KW or Volvo or Freightliner with my credit and I just want to lease a truck, that's it. Uh, but keep doing your thing. Keep your head up. And I'm gonna drive down out here, but keep going, keep pushing. Don't give up. There's going to be days where you feel like you want to give up, but hey, you got to keep pushing. You are the one who's going to make your life what it is. So
Yeah, HC 3434 is good man. I watch him very much. He be throwing out real jewels. HC Logistics 3434 is good man. Good man. He been dropping real jewels for years, and he's just not getting the views. I think he really should have been got a long time ago, baby. But no, that's a real one to watch. But thank y'all so much. I'm getting ready to get a ball field. Thank y'all so much. Good night, y'all. Y'all be safe. Love y'all.